Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. So Appalachian State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Mountaineers will move the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple. Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Intentional offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They've got the screen set up. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Adams. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Running to Green. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Simon. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Jones. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got it.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That's caught. It's Clark. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play, tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. First down and more. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Reeled in inside his 30-yard line, and here he comes. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going up top. Intercept! First half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the eye-in. Sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Simon. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll give it to him again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Under fire. Turning on the Jets. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, they block it. He's going to scoop it up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The inside handoff. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So
there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Simon. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They boot it away. And they'll just down it right there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Asa. I like the decision where I understand. Let's get this.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The short hands, it's Jones. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Touchdown Owls! And And the stomping has commenced.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Ought to have great field position here as he grabs it inside his 35. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dozier. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Throws toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, App State. Here comes the 2-point try. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Lowers those pads. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. Punts it out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Finds the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah.
He's loose. Bust through behind his pad. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Simon. Caught over the middle, it's Adams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Temple lining up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single...
Wide open spaces. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dozier. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Makes a grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Snags it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They want to throw it. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give on the option. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way back. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender.
He'll take a shot. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Simon. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Temple lining up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes